Thank you, Tom, for that really useful introduction to the Ceph building blocks. So as you've seen, I'm head of training for the Ceph E-ARK building block, and today I'd like to extend my welcome to you all to what is our third training webinar. Now, today I'm just going to say a few words about the E-ARK building block, because I notice we've got some new participants today, and I'm sure a few of you are thinking, just what exactly does an E-ARK building block do? Next slide, please. So the building block was created in 2018, and it provides a set of specifications and tools for transmitting, describing, and preserving digital data, all of which can be found on the building block website. Next slide, please. And you can see the URL for the website at the bottom of the screen here. Next slide. So what do we do? Well, we provide a variety of E-ARK services. So we maintain technical specifications, such as the Common Specification for Information Packages, which is our core underlying specification. We provide open source tools that you can download and use right away. We have compliance and validation services that ensure that specifications are followed. We have a service desk, and we're developing a training offering of which this webinar is a part. We've also got outreach and community engagement activities, of which this is also a part. And all of this revolves around data preservation, reuse.
Sorry, Jamie, I muted you by mistake. You just need to unmute yourself.
Oh, okay. Next slide, please. So today's webinar is part of the Building Blocks training offer, and our training is based on actual user requirements. So we pride ourselves on actually listening to the community. One of the most important tools that we have to try to understand the community's needs is our user needs survey. Next slide, please. So if you're listening today and you've not completed the survey yet, please have a look at it, and if you can, fill it in. For us, it's a critical tool for trying to understand what the training needs of the community actually are and what we can do to accommodate that need. From your perspective, it gives you an opportunity to influence the kind of training that's provided. So it's really important. Next slide, please. So the core training will be delivered in the form of webinars like this one, video training, and also training modules in the Moodle learning platform. And the content will include things like core specification, some of the key content information type specifications, like those for database and geospatial data, validation and compliance, end-to-end E-ARK systems such as RODA and ESS-ARK, and database preservation tool. And just to give you a preview of the next few webinars, the next webinar will run on Thursday, the 21st of May. We'll have a case study from the National Archives of Finland, which will look at the digital preservation service process. So very much process-oriented. To end our summer season of webinars, we'll have Keep Solutions, who will be looking at RODA, an end-to-end solution for digital preservation, and that'll be on Thursday, the 30th of June. So there's a lot to look forward to over the coming months. Next slide, please. So our webinars are part of a broader range of outreach activities that include things like workshops and preservations at conferences. Now, obviously, with the current global health situation, conferences and workshops are somewhat thin on the ground, but as soon as they resume, so will we. We've also got a LinkedIn group, and you can see the various links and URLs on the screen, and we've got a Twitter handle. So again, please sign up to the social media if you haven't done so already. Next slide, please. So finally, it gives me great pleasure to introduce Gregor, our speaker for today. Gregor is an international geospatial consultant. He's got more than 20 years of experience in the field. And he's been working specifically in the field of geospatial preservation for the last 5 years. And he's worked on projects like E-ARK, E-ARK for All, and currently E-ARK 3. He's also a member of the DILSIS board and the author of the E-ARK specifications on digital geospatial records archiving. So I'm really pleased to have Gregor with us today to introduce us to the preservation of digital geospatial records. So Gregor, over to you.